Hey y'all, welcome back to another wonderful episode of A Who Are Gonna Be Their podcast, a place where you can be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. And tonight we got another ENT production.
Come on
You know
now.
what's good?
That's good. Oh man. Not mucho, man. Not mucho. It's finally football season. You know, my Seahawks got a preseason game. Treese's Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Indubitably, but
Listen,
nah.
I can only root for the Cowboys for like how many more days I got for about 3 more months. Because apparently when I get married, I have to recruit and be a Saints fan. I don't know how I feel about that.
You know what? The Saints. Both teams that are kind of struggling. It might be struggling.
So both teams are sucking this year?
Dallas might be decent. Saints might make the playoffs. So you know what? You might be jumping to good teams. just like you've been standing good HOH teams or good HOHs, good house guests. Listen, you know what?
I know damn near absolutely nothing about football. I really only cheer for the Cowboys because it makes my fiance side of the family mad. I'm like, yeah, go Cowboys.
Oh man.
What up, Josh?
Y'all talking about sports?
We are.
Indeed. And Josh is out of here. And you know what? Full respect. And on that note, we got stuff happening in the Big Brother house. Cause
in the Big Brother house.
Hey.
Adam and Prince skirt the whole season. It sure did. Well, listen. Go ahead.
Man. So let's just jump through the week because stuff is popping off. We probably aren't going to hold y'all for too long this episode because we're trying to get back into the feeds. But essentially, we got here after the vote. We had, 11-1. Kamu got 9-1. Kamu got 1 vote. Got sent out. And to start the episode, at least, we got to see a lot of the fallout of the vote, which we did see on feeds and we talked a bit about on Thursday, but a lot of it was Lala being really upset. And you got to see Mallory and Melody last second run up to Taylor. Hey, we got the votes. Drew and Barrett told us, when we can't vote with y'all. What were your thoughts on them completely throwing Drew under the bus? Drew and Barrett. They're the reason.
I mean, on one hand, good. Whack them even more. But on the other hand, I'm just like, girl, what's that old school saying? If you stand for nothing, you're gonna fall for everything. And if what has just happened on the feeds ain't any indication of it,
it's gonna happen anyway. We see this so often in Big Brother, and Josh, I'm sure you can touch on this, but I feel like so many times people are like, ooh, I don't want to draw that line. You're already at the bottom of the line, so you might as well try because you're going to get put up. They don't care about you.
And we're at the we're damn near at the halfway point. Like, when is the time to start, playing the game, fam? What's going on?
No, I'm just like, this is the time where, right before jury and as we head into the jury phase of the game, that's when the most impactful moves that are going to set the tone for the rest of the season need to be made. So, and the fact that even jumping ahead, even them not really throwing, but not really trying their 100%ist in the HOH comp, I was like, girl.
You know what? This is a bashing session. Let's jump to the HOH then. Let's just jump straight to the HOH. Josh, you want to talk about the balance beam that everyone was upset that, they gave this for D. D wasn't even smart, but go ahead, Josh. Touch on the HOH. What happened?
No, it's just so frustrating because, I don't know how many more times that someone can tell Mallory and Melody, you can't trust Drew and Barry. You cannot trust the icons. They do not have your best interest in heart.
And you know what's funny is that they tell each other that. Drew, Mallory be like, we can't trust Drew. Mallory, yeah, we can't trust Barrett either. But you know what? We should trust them.
One more week of trusting them won't hurt. Yes,
it hurt. It hurt real bad because ain't she up in her little cocoon crying?
She in there crying right now to bear it.
And I wish I could say I felt bad, but I don't. Because if all the other people are telling you something, you have to at least consider it like, at least you need to go out and actually play for HOH, whether you win or you lose. That's the remains to be seen. But if you're thinking, I'm in a good spot, I don't need to rock the boat. Look, you on the Titanic and the iceberg is coming. You're not even going to see it.
Yep.
And this week was so frustrating to watch them throw. And of course, they weren't overt about this on the episode, but they were overt about this on the feeds. And in a week that there's a lot of buildup, of course, a lot of pressure going to the icons. Oh, an icon. There's been a lot of talk about the icons. Well, if you still are against the icons and are mad about the vote that you had to side with the icons, the only two people that could have won was Lala and Taylor that would have taken a shot at the icons. So you're saying you don't want a chance to take control of this game and you're just fine sitting back. I think I'm cool enough with the icons. There's only 3 or 4 people that they can put up. And so you're number 5 on the list. And as we see, Yash jumped you, Haley jumped you. And now Drew jumped you in these eyes. And now you're the top 3. You might end up on the block.
Man, I'm just so... I saw. Sorry, I was looking at this too. Melody just found out that Mallory's renowned. Shocker. Like, y'all literally had these conversations. Like, even if I'm not working with Camu, like, right, you don't have to work with him. You don't. Okay, but there is a clear divide, and it was clear as crystal that these two people were going against each other. It would just make sense because Mallory and Melody had the conversation that they knew the icons were eventually coming for them. Cool, but you know who would have been in front of you?
Camu.
And the thing is, I fully understand they didn't have the votes. It would have been 5-4. Camu still would have went home. And I get the idea of, he's going to go anyway. But at least you feel better about yourself like you were taking a stand. Now Mallory's going to go home and the icons are going to think. The idea of Mallory going home right after being a vote with the icons and fully siding with them would probably suck if I'm Mallory, if she does go home. But go ahead, Josh.
Let me be like Melody and pick me. Well, the thing is that, like, even if one of the other two won the blockbuster instead of Angela, like, if Camu had won, they were hoping that Camu would win so they could just vote out Haley.
Yeah, that would have been great.
They were not, like,
especially
and that leads me to think that if Haley had won, they weren't really ever really considering voting out Angela. They would have fallen in line, even though they would have had the numbers. With Haley's vote, Haley wouldn't have voted out Camu. They would have had the numbers, but they still would have, like, fell in line to appease the vets.
Right.
So that's why this gameplay is so nauseating.
It just doesn't. It's not like y'all don't have much to do in that house. The only thing you have to do is play the game. Like, how are you guys not paying attention? And even if you look at it, the people that are connected with Angela, something is always going on with that. The people that Devins is supposedly supposed to be working with, something is always going on. The people that D is working with, like, can y'all not connect that it is them 3 connected and it's anybody but them?
I think what we're seeing, and we see this every season, and just advice to anyone who wants to play games like this, take the swing. Take the swing. If you swing and miss, oh, well, you're going out swinging. We're rooting for Yash. Has Yash played a perfect game? Has Taylor played a perfect game? No, but at least they're trying to swing. Yash is taking 5K to try to stay alive.
They trying to swing the power.
You have to fight, and not that Mallory, they fought in their own ways, of course, trying to play the middle. And from their perspective, they've been in the middle. But sometimes you just have to win an HOH. I feel like years ago, I probably would have said, yeah, throw HOHs. That's completely fine. If your name's not Andy Herron and the whole house loves you, you don't need to throw. Win and then shrug your shoulders and choose what's best for your game, because you want to be a drive in your game. It's almost like they refuse to drive.
But look, here's the thing that people don't realize, because there is a certain art to playing the middle that it's very nuanced. It is a give and take. It is, I don't think really anyone has truly been playing the middle this season. They try to say like, oh, we're in the middle. No, you're not, because you're favoring one side or the other. If you're playing the middle, you are in the middle. You have your bases covered on both sides, because you're exchanging information on both sides. So you're amping up each side to shoot at each other instead of you. And you're doing your best to like, oh, this side's getting a little too much power. Let me go and try to give them more information so that they can go and like take a shot at this side, so it gives more power balance. Because the only art of being in the middle is that everything on both sides kind of has to stay balanced. If one side is tipping, you're going to fall in with them, then you're not playing the middle.
So yeah, I think this is something we'll probably see every season. We've talked about it most every year. There's always a house guest that feels more comfortable, more in the middle than they really are. When in reality, if you win, it won't hurt to choose a side sometimes, and it won't hurt. And I don't know, it's so tough. But I know right now, looking at the feeds, Melody crying in the workout room, because this is what happens when you refuse to take control and let others control your game.
And I don't know what you crying for, because you chose this. This is the group of people that you work with. You decided to get an alliance with people that you knowingly know they turn on people. You know they turn on people they work with. Why would you do that? And they've Mallory and Melody have conversations about wanting to work with Taylor, wanting to work with Yash, because they like the way they move in the game better. They like them more personal. I don't know about today, but they like them more personally. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hey, work with the people you want to work with. Like, why are y'all letting this little pipsqueak Drew, 13? And y'all letting him dictate y'all's game? And Barry just sitting there.
I'm just like, girl, you're over here picking this life-size Labubu who's over here just beholden to the damn icon.
Hold up. Who's the little boo-boo, Josh? Is it Barry or is it... It's Drew. Drew's the little boo-boo? Oh, okay.
Especially since he ain't got the hairbrush no more.
Josh, they're hitting the robot right now, but...
0.
No, it's... Actually, you might be better. You might be good, Josh, but... No, it's... very frustrating. That Labubu bar though, fire bar right there.
Thank you.
But listen, let me tell you. So specifically with these HOH, right? It just D1 HOH.
Yeah. I know we've been talking about people throwing in the HOH. Of course, we had the balance beam. D didn't even do the best path. What was D doing? I don't know. She still won the competition. But what upset me? Of course, we've been talking about Mallory throwing. What's Barrett doing? I know Barrett doesn't. What upset me, I know Barrett, he wants no power. He wants no control. Cool. Did y'all see how he threw that competition? He hit the last buzzer with 10 seconds left, and it's a 4-second path. Barrett said...
He didn't even like make it look like he wasn't trying to throw it. It looked like he said, I'm going to go ahead and throw it, and I want everyone to know. What are you doing?
He presses the button. It's like, please throw his style, fall, something. That really upset me. Of everything that Barrett has done, That was my throwing comp good. Please throw comp good.
I would have did it so fast because my ego just need to know if I would have won, even if I was trying to throw it, and then I would have fell off. Like I would have went really, really fast, like to get to the buzzer and accidentally fall. Like so they'd be like, "Ain't no way she was throwing that. She almost had it." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fam, you got to do better if you're gonna throw a comp. Matter of fact, it looks like he's been throwing the last couple of them, or all of them, at this point.
Or he's just been he's been coming close, but then not good enough. But like it's just, can this man do anything successfully?
And that's like
beneficial to his game. To his game.
Do he have a game?
Hey.
No, he's playing puppeteer, but he the puppet.
He got a game. You know, he sits in the VR and then doesn't notice Julie. And then oh hey Julie.
That's what Barrett is playing. D's pillow. That's what he doing. Come on, D, lay your head on my shoulder. I don't know. So just jumping around a little bit on the feeds today, Barrett did have a conversation with D, and she did mention before Mallory got the tea that she was possibly going up, that she was gonna put Mallory up. And like Barrett, like this is the most fight I've seen. Like I feel like he had fight for like 8 seconds and then he's just like, whatever. And I'm just like, fam, like are you gonna even try to fight for your people? Like at the end of the day, like I need him to go to the DR and be like, D is my people, everybody else can kick rocks. Because at this point, like what loyalty do you have?
I mean, do you know what Bear's gonna say on Wednesday's episode when this conversation happens? Oh, this is why I don't trust D. I don't like that. I don't like the icons. Their game is so frustrating. And then just go right back to trusting them. But please, Savant, where you're acting like you're there. I need you to show it in these actual conversations, not just in the DR.
And you know what's crazy to me? Like, and walk with me here. It makes logical sense, right? D, Devin, and Angela, and I'm about to get on all three of y'all ass real soon, okay? I'm about to get on all y'all. Oh. I am an icon, right? That's 3 of us, right? And ideally, I know for somewhat of a fact that if I get to the end with Drew and or Barrett, FAP is going to vote for them. You know what I'm saying? Say it's one of them. If it's one of them in the final 2, that's automatically 3 votes locked. Me, I am automatically going to try to put the people on the block that will not vote for me. And you got 2 weeks to jury, and y'all are sitting here worried about Taylor's not playing the game. If Taylor ain't playing the game, she needs to stay in the game. Do you want to win? Why is that not going through like anybody's head? Oh, she can't do this. She can't do this. Nobody would ever vote for her. Yeah, I wouldn't want her representing the season. Cool. Bring her to final 2. Do you want to win? Like, I just don't know if Drew and Devin's like really understand, and this is where we get the difference between Big Brother and Survivor. Because do y'all get what's going on here? You need to keep the people in the game.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing for both of them, and both games use goats to get to the end. In season 16, they brought Victoria to the end because she wasn't winning no challenges, and even somehow she snuck her way to final 2. Mo was going to vote for her. And we see all the time in Survivor. We always see what that third person, that 0 vote finalist that's just there. Like that happens all the time. So I don't know how both of them, Devin, who has been on Survivor twice, Drew, who watches these shows and actually plays these games in real life. Don't forget he does that. How they said all this and the light bulb has not clicked. They've let their hatred overtake the logic. If they perceive them as doing nothing, let them keep doing nothing, because they're going to get to final 2 and have nothing to say.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But speaking of Drew, do we want to touch on his roller coaster of the week this week in terms of D's frustrations with them? Because this was covered on the episode a bit, and it was a roller coaster for him.
But it wasn't just D that was frustrated with him. Yash was whacking Drew left, right, center, diagonal, uppercut.
Hey, he was on his ass.
Is that DR?
Yep.
Finally, this is why we love Yash, because he's in tune with us. He said Drew is spineless, Baird is spineless. MLK would not like him. Caesar wouldn't like him. Abe Lincoln wouldn't respect him. And hey, what a crazy three names they hear in a Big Brother DR. But keep going, Josh.
But yeah, so as we see in the episode, like the Littles, Mallory and Melody went and told Yash, Lala, and Taylor, oh, this is Drew and Barrett's idea. Yash is pissed. He decided he's going to go scorch earth. He is throwing Drew under the bus heavy to D. Every chance he get, he is Drew, pow, pow, pow. And even to the point where like D calls the meeting of whatever, the mosh pit, and then brings Yash into it. And Yash, even though Yash is lying, he doesn't.
Yash always getting pulled in.
Yeah, good for him.
This week before, I think.
Yep.
But Yash goes up there, and everyone's face can doubles and triples down on their lie. And Drew just sitting there like on mute, not really saying nothing to defend himself. And that is stirring up D's paranoia. And I was like, oh no, Drew can't be trusted. There must be a lot more than what he's been saying. So he's got to go up.
And this is so interesting. And it was an interesting spiral that led to this, where, of course, after D1 HOH, at least myself in the chat was saying, Taylor, Yash, Lala are going on the block. And this was a few of the people's thoughts on what was going to happen. But with the help of a little 5K and Drew unwilling to fight for himself, that led to the lack of trust of Drew to return. And I think D was already sitting with these thoughts. And, of course, D did not want to put Haley up. And can we talk about this 5K, though, that Yash got put in? I'm laughing online. What was it called online? A 360 deal? Hey, Yash, you signed your life away.
Not a 360 deal.
You signed your life away, but you're going to have a couple hits. And guess what? You do have a couple hits. You ain't getting no money, though. It's all going to the record label. But
look, I don't have the ability to pin Martino's comment, but if you missed it in the episode, D said as long as it's mathematically possible. So if they in Final Five, it's mathematically impossible for Yash to not put up one of the icons.
I like the idea that a black hole will happen in the Big Brother house if that scenario happens, and then the game just freezes and it's like reset week, and then we restart the season. That could happen if Yash wins in Final Five with all three icons, from my perspective. But Josh is right.
Well, that's if Yash don't win Final Five HOH, and win HOH till Final Five. But in my perspective,
Go ahead.
In my perspective, I think Yash doing this actually for the kind of short-ish term is to his benefit, because the vets made this deal because they know that he can win HOH. And now the vets know that he has this legally binding deal to keep, like he cannot put them up while the numbers are there. So the numbers are going to be there till like earliest will be like Final Six, where he could possibly have to break it. So that gives Yash, at least from the vet side, more incentive to save him, because he's going to owe them that one deal. They're not going to have that safety with anybody else.
But it's just until after he wins HOH, correct?
Yeah,
so if he wins HOH next week, he's good, and then okay, cool.
Yeah, for the rest of the game. But
it's just the next.
But he
next
could
HOH
not win. Yeah, that would suck if he win like the final. Yeah, that
would but I still think it benefits him long term too, because not to say who does Yash currently have in the house. Yash is the best at building relationships here. But who does Yash have? Before we know who won veto, Taylor and Lala likely going out the house. outside of that, who does Yash care about next? I was arguing it might be Devins, maybe Mallory, maybe a Melody, but also how have they benefited Yash's game? So even long term, I know in his mind, getting out the icons is better. Hey, we might be at a point sit next to an icon and all the newbies end up getting pissed. It could happen. So I do think even long term, it's probably beneficial.
And I think specifically for his own game, it's beneficial. Is it going to help Taylor? Is it going to help Lala? Is it no? But like you said, I gotta put me first, and I'm not mad at it. Unfortunately, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And one more thing I thought of in terms of that, I think say he wins say worst case scenario, he wins HOH next week. He then reveals that this deal was made, and I think that, and then he has to put up some of the littles up on the block. I think that is going to seal the deal on everyone turning on the. Well, I don't know if anything could seal the deal, but I feel like that will be a very strong hammer in the coffin to be like, wow, they're only looking out for themselves. He made a deal. The deal was only for all three vets. Drew, they didn't vote to protect you. Barrett, they didn't vote to protect you. They left you vulnerable. Yeah, and I feel like I said, I don't know if
I gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have threw that HOH.
Yeah, but yeah, Yash ended up not getting put on the block, which we all thought was coming. And of course, they made sure to emphasize this in the episode. Technically, D can go back and still put him on the block. That part's not legally binding, but the part where Yash can't put the vets up, Yash still gets a 5K. So even if Yash somehow goes this week, he'd still get the 5K. But of course, then we get to veto. Wait, what happened before? There's a lot of stuff happening. I don't know if we want to wait to hear about that or the lead up to the veto.
So, who won the veto? Lala. Bam. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think the veto was the one where they move their hips, and whoever hit it the most amount of times, and they do their tongue.
The BB14 coaches comp.
14. Yeah. That was from forever ago. So Lala won the veto. Yeah, one. Oh yeah, because I remember. I think I got a video of Kylan doing it in my folder. But,
oh Lord.
I do.
Yeah, no, it's Sunday. It's Tracy could come back, actually. It is Sunday. Never mind.
Wait, what happened? Eli, did you send Tracy away?
Hey, keep going. No, you ain't did nothing. Never mind. Go ahead.
Tracy, I was
over. I ain't do nothing. The
way I wasn't even paying attention, so it don't even count.
All right, Lala won HOH. What happened, Trace?
Lala won veto, right?
Oh yeah, Lala won veto. My bad. I'm a little rattled because I did something I've never done before, but go ahead.
I can't wait. What time is this? 28:30. I can't wait to this upload because then I'm gonna go back and look and see what you was doing because I wasn't paying attention.
You gonna miss it again.
Hey, don't
so anyways, Lala won veto, right? Blah. Plans are now gone, awry. Okay. So I'm just gonna get into it and we're gonna talk about all the messiness. Okay. So after we forgot to mention we did see the end of the nomination ceremony on the feeds, obviously. Lala, Taylor, and Drew are the nominees, right? At the nomination ceremony, Taylor did have a conversation with Dee before the noms came out, right? Laid everything out. Hey, I'm just putting everybody up on the block who said my name. She said, bet, cool. I ain't say your name. And if you have any, information about you want to tell me or you want to have a conversation about it or let me clarify if somebody said I said something and Dee was like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now we at the nomination ceremony and then Taylor face come up on that thing and she do not like that. And she said, who told you I said your name? Drew, was it you? Oh, no. Which now I don't even know what I want to say start because it's all been festering for a minute. But then we get Brushgate, okay? So,
shoot, I will say, right before Brushgate, Drew, of course, in that meeting, I'm sure we'll see this Wednesday, Not was a little bit of a hound dog, but he was like bigging up his anti-Taylor Lala. And afterwards, he was getting applauded by the vets. It was almost like, hey, before this episode,
like a lapdog.
When Drew was put up, in my mind, it's, Drew's the target. Then it seems like Drew went after Taylor Lala, and that almost made him earn his stripes. So that's a little bit of background in terms of them going at it benefited Drew in the eyes of the icons, at least from my perspective.
Isn't that cool? Like, we were against you, but let's gang up on the black woman and yeah, let's celebrate. Why is that fun? Why is that fun? Okay. So anyway, so we get Brushgate, right? Taylor take what's his name? Drew brush, right? Hides it, right? Was in the rule book looking up the rules. Now Taylor, okay, in the big brother house, okay, you can do a lot of things in the house. Don't touch my stuff, don't touch my food, okay? And Taylor, I condone everything you did. Am I gonna be biased? Yes. Yes.
Is it petty? Is it petty? Yes.
Yes.
Is it good for Taylor's game? No.
But what's funny is Drew really thinks Lala is the one that did it. So in kind of hindsight, it's kind of like, hey, Taylor, you go like let her, because you know they keep like accusing her. And so it's all been like this whole big drama thing, but I think it's harmless. Now if he go and touch her stuff, is it gonna be okay? Yeah. Is Taylor gonna get mad and yell at him? Yeah. It's just the game. It's just the game. As long as you don't like destroy nobody's stuff, I don't care. By all means, it's all fun in the game. But mainly the big issue on feeds for me, right? I had to like dip out for a minute because I was just so upset about it. And you can tell without them like actually saying the words, because obviously they are aware that they're on this live feed show and they know how the optics are. You can tell that Lala and Taylor are feeling like the different microaggressions around the house, how they're being secluded, how they're basically just at the bottom. And you can tell, like, even today, like, Lala had to give Taylor a pep talk tonight and last night, which I have to say, Lala's daughter, like, if you not watching the feeds, you can't take anything from you, because literally last night was a really good bird's eye view of the relationship that Taylor and Lala had. Taylor has talked crazy to Lala, like, Lala, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to get you together. Like, we're trying to get to a certain point. We're trying to make it to jury and we're trying to make things shake. So you got to shut up. Right. And everybody's like, oh, why is she talking to her like that? That's rude. That's me. Now the roles have flipped. Lala was like, Taylor, you need to shut the hell up. We're trying to get to the next point. Like, you have to realize, and a big example of that is like Big D and Tiffany, where they got into it and then they was like, cool, 2 seconds later. I'm sorry. That's how we move sometimes. That it really is how we move sometimes. We have to voice our frustrations, and you getting on my nerves. This, annoyed. Okay, now we back cool or whatever. So I just need to put that out there because I love that their relationship. Yes, they're gonna butt heads. Yes, they kind of been talking shit about each other a little bit, but at the end of the day, they really do have each other's back. Even if they do be throwing each other under the bus a little bit. Nah, that was Lala. Nah, that was Taylor. But at the end of the day, you can tell that a lot of the conversations in the house have just like weighed on them. Angela came and had a conversation with Taylor, and they were talking about how Angela was saying that she was a part of these alliances. Haley, big ass, came and inserted herself. I don't know where she came from, right? So that's the big thing they're hiding from feeds right now. Go ahead.
I want to take it back even before this, when like wasn't all the vets saying that, like, especially Angela was saying that, like, oh, I want to go and like rile her up. I want to go and make this a bad week for her.
Yeah.
And so like they are intentionally trying to provoke Taylor into
what Davon say? Provoke me. I want you to provoke me. Provoke me, fam. Please.
Yeah, so like that's important context because like I feel like Angela, I'm about to rename her because of the way that she keep moving and her little microaggressions. She about to be named Clangela.
Oh lordy.
Not Clangela. You ridiculous.
Because she just out here doing the most. Like, sit down somewhere. Drink your prune juice.
Angela is Miss Do the Most though. It's on everything.
Because all this, because like I don't believe for 1 second Angela had any 1 iota, 1 ounce of good intentions. Hey Eric.
What's up?
I don't believe for 1 second Angela had 1 iota of good intentions in her heart, in her body when she went and like kind of cornered Taylor in the room. Because mind you, let's not forget that the way that the positioning, because you know Taylor is kind of an introvert. She likes being able to go and escape when she needs to. Meanwhile, Angela low-key has her cornered in that bedroom, in the pod room. I think context matters. Yes, he is.
He has been in them streets, huh?
Hold on, am my mic on? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. I am back home. I'm just waiting on my ride now. It's been a good weekend. Yes.
Ooh.
Come on, streets.
Okay, commercial break. How was your weekend, Eric? What was you doing?
It was great. I was in New York visiting my brother and celebrating one of my friend's birthday.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And what did you do while you was in New York?
Karaoke. I did the Statue of Liberty.
We were supposed to go see the Statue of Liberty. Y'all saw how he did that without me? We were supposed to go see Statue of Liberty. We didn't have time. We had went down there, and then he went without me. But I see how that is. I see
it
how
wasn't like that.
But anyways, any thoughts on Angela Gate? I guess you could say, because I feel like we might as well call every gate in the house Angela Gate, because I don't care. It always core down back to her. She is the sole reason at this point.
Oh, Angela.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Hey, Eric hasn't been fully. Eric don't got internet out in New York, so it might not fully be tapped in on all the Angela nonsense, but there has been quite a lot of nonsense and just. We'll see. We're thankful that Lala won the veto, though. Eric, breaking news to you potentially. I don't know if you've heard. Mallory might be on her way to the block.
Oh, she going to the block and she on her way out the door. And I don't feel no ways sad for her because you shouldn't have threw that HOH. You should have won that HOH. It's too late in the game. You've been warned over and over. You know what's up with the icons. You know what's up with the rats. What are we playing around for? So I love Mallory and I was rooting for her. I'm still rooting for her. Maybe there's a way that Drew goes home this week. But if she goes home, I can't really feel sad for her because she did it to herself.
You know what? Wouldn't Mallory maybe have the votes against Drew if they're on the block together?
I don't trust Melody not to
really.
I think
because I was about to say Barrett. Are we chasing 4 votes? Go ahead, Josh.
Because if we're thinking out loud,
because
Lala, Taylor, Yash would vote out Drew. That's guaranteed. What is it? 5 for majority.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need 5 because D would break the tie. Yeah.
Melody.
I think
Melody not voting. I don't think Melody would vote out Mallory, honestly. Especially since now they're finally having this conversation, which I'm gonna go back and look at later. I think this got to be like Mallory going up. Got to be the coffin and the nail and the dirt and the underground and the 6 feet. Like,
yeah, that's another.
They've already got all the signs.
Hey. Would Barrett earn our trust back if Barrett was on their side on a 5-3 vote just to vote out Drew? Wait, why would Barrett do that? Never mind. But
That's
still,
what I'm saying. Would Barrett do? I don't see Barrett doing it. He should, but I don't see him
He
doing
was
it.
he was very hesitant. He did talk to D about like who he would vote out between Mallory and Drew, and that was the big like concern on like if he was even gonna put up Mallory, because if they don't have Barrett's vote, then they know they're in kind of a pickle. He said that he would vote the way D, of course, after folding after 13 seconds, like he normally does. But he told Drew like straight up, like if it's you and Mallory, like I'm obviously keeping you. But they be lying and they lie to each other. So at this point,
and there is one more person to think about, because who really is the wild card in this vote would be Haley.
yeah. Which it makes sense, and which is funny to me, right? Because everybody in the house we know dislikes Haley, right? It's so easy to put Haley up in the situation. It's like these last couple weeks, like the newbies, it's like y'all try to make the decisions harder on yourselves. Or let me not even say the newbies, because D doing that stupid shit too. Like, why are you making this vote harder? So you just made this mosh pit alliance, and then you're like, hey, let's put somebody up in the mosh pit. Like, not everybody in the house. Like, you still have people that are available, i.e. Haley, but she want to recruit a MAGA recruit. So I guess there ain't no more left in the house, and she was the only one available. So I was just I'm getting it. It makes logical sense to put Haley on the block, so then you have the votes to get out who you want to get out.
Well, the ultimate question, yeah, as Mary puts in the chat, if Haley Drew, is everything forgiven?
Hell no.
Because it's already up for her ass.
Especially what stuff has been going on over the last 48 hours. Hell to the no.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't give her that.
And what's crazy is I was really kind of like saying, and I know Taylor felt this too, because when they were like in their little argument today, you can tell that they were trying to form something, not even necessarily like game wise yet, but you can tell that something looked like it was forming. And there were a couple situations where Haley had Taylor's back in certain conversations.
Right. What happened to that? I missed that. See, I was
basically Angela and Taylor were having a conversation about, their little beef. Haley inserted herself like, she wanted to, and Taylor kind of came at her. They was going back and forth, and then Haley did the like, whoa, like she was scared. Obviously pissed Taylor all the way off, and that is definitely the conversation they are blocking from the feeds today, because Taylor told Haley she wanted to have a conversation. She's like, at this point, that's my game. This is all personal, right? You made me feel a type of way, and shout out to Taylor, because I would not have had the poise she did, because and it wouldn't even been no talking around it. I would have been like, you made me feel a certain way, right? You literally clutched your purse on the elevator with me. That's how you felt.
You double clicked your lock when you got out of your car, and I walked past.
Like, really? And she don't see no issue with that. And it just blows my mind that she had that conversation with Angela and Haley, and they're on Haley's side about it. That shows more about y'all's character than even Haley's.
Haley will rise again. Mary, I'm cracking up.
I'm a rant all night.
Mm.
Haley, it's up for you.
Because I was actually rude of like the fact that, like you mentioned, Trees, that Haley was having her back. Like when Angelina would try to throw those digs, Drew would try to, and she was like, no, she didn't. Like how Drew tried to lie on her, said she did something. She's like, she didn't do that. She didn't. So I can't believe we fell from grace that quick.
Haley really could have played if personality, she could have really placed herself like for real in the middle this week. Like Chuck was your like number one, whoever that is, and he gone now, so it's just you. And most of the people in the house are clicked off, and as of now, the alliance that you were part of is no more. Like she really had the opportunity to branch out and put herself in a really good spot, but instead she was just like, let me just be myself and be terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how the people that get left in, quote unquote, left in the house end up potentially being in power positions just because they're quote unquote left in the house. But I don't know. Well, to pivot a little bit back to Drew, because are we quite done with Drew lashings? Seems like Devon's.
I'm never done.
Never.
It seems like Devon's wasn't. Treese, I saw something happening on the live feeds with Devon's and Drew. Are they beefing now? What happened with that situation?
Okay, I give Devon's this. I gotta give him his one little. Okay, Drew and Barrett were on the hammock outside, and they were having a conversation about everything. This was right after D had the long conversation with Barrett about Mallory being the potential nom. So obviously, they just created my. What the fuck is the shit? Y'all got me cussing hard today. What the hell, mosh pit? Mosh pit was just created, right? And so Drew and Barrett were talking outside by the hammock, and they're saying like, should we trust the icons? They're putting Mallory up, like we just made this alliance. Like, should we continue to trust D? Like, how am I supposed to trust her? She put me up. Da 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 da. Just basically talking about all the bad things the icons are doing versus, in regards to their game. Devon's was at the pool, right? So Drew and Barrett go into the HOH room with D, right? And they're waiting to have, their like little meeting or whatever. And they were gonna have a meeting about whether it was okay to put Mallory up or like look at the votes or whatever, for the renom situation. And so then Devon's come in and was like, you guys were outside, huh? Having a conversation. Okay. And Drew immediately, eyes wide open, like that. Can you even try that? Them acting skills was lacking. His eyes immediately was like, and Barrett, Barrett do nothing burger was just sitting there. He didn't say nothing. And Drew was like, oh yeah, we were talking about how we couldn't trust the icon. Like, Devin didn't even, like, it automatically like poured out. Like, you automatically guilty. Oh yeah, we were talking about how, if we could trust you guys, since we were going up, and he tried to like soften the blow. Devon's like is acting like he's pissed about it, right? Walks out the room, goes into the weight room, looks into the cameras like, I don't know what the heck they said. He said, all I know is I saw them over there and it looked like they were having like a really deep, obviously game conversation. I didn't hear nothing they said. I didn't hear a word, and I was just curious if they were gonna feel guilty, and they did. And so he was flaking. He was lying. He didn't hear nothing. And I was like, okay, I gotta give you your props for that because that was kind of tea. But basically spilled everything to D that for the most part that they were talking about.
I was about to say, Eric, would you recommend someone? So obviously it just worked out for Rick. Would you recommend someone normally doing that, just running up on a convo? What you doing talking about this? Like, it's crazy that it worked out. What are your thoughts on Devon's doing that?
Yes, I agree because I want to know what you were really saying. Just like when Tamar was asleep or in her bed and Ogre, the Lala, and then was talking about her and she popped up. So what alliance? Y'all got what alliance?
What was said?
And so
Lolo, Lala. Oh, that's funny.
Lolo, Lala, whatever her name.
Oh yeah, Lolo.
I knew it was something.
Close enough.
So yeah, I mean, it really depends on the situation. You got to assess. But yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, and Drew and Devon's, they are fine now, but you can tell that, like, in Drew's head, like, he's like, I'm screwed. Like, he knew that they didn't trust him. So it's definitely, you can tell it put a little knock in his mood. And anytime Drew gets a knock in his mood, I love it.
Yep.
Likewise. I love y'all. I gotta go.
Peace out, Eric. Speaking of knocks on the head, I do feel like we need a final question of, has the hairbrush been found? As things stand right now. Dang.
So last night,
around with it with
last night, he been using everybody else's brush. Wait a minute, Melody, it's up for your ass too. I didn't like that comment either. Let me get on Melody ass real quick. Okay. So Melody. So they were talking about how the hairbrush got stole, right? And Melody was talking about her hairbrush. She's like, "Oh, at first I thought she had took my hairbrush because one day she went to the bathroom and Taylor was using her hairbrush." And she was like, I was like so pissed about it, like I'm an only child, so like sharing stuff I don't really do. Like you could have had lice. First of all, Melody, do you know how hard it is for black people to get lice? It's extremely hard for us to get lice. Now, can black people get lice? Yes, it's extremely hard. First of all, okay. And last time the statistics I look at, I didn't look at any statistics, but the last time the statistics I looked at, your ass was more prone to get some lice. So shut your ass up. But anyways, go ahead. I just had to give a hug.
I respect that.
And tag me in.
Go ahead, Josh.
Since we're circling the block on lashings, I would like to go back to Patrick
yes,
Devins.
Get him too. Yes.
Because what's that innuendo he made about Taylor not having a lemonade stand but having a chicken stand? What was up with that?
Yeah.
Hey,
that's not even a microaggression no more. That's just aggression, and it's macro on a big scale.
Ain't it? And it's like, I'm sorry, these are grown adults. You have to know how the optics of things. You know what I'm saying?
Like, these are the grownest of adults.
You're not that stupid.
Yeah, these are the grownest of adults. Rick has got to be over 40, and if he's not, good Lord. Angela is well past 50. She over the hump. And like Drew is one thing, he's still young and stupid. That frontal lobe ain't fully developed. Maybe it is, and that's just as good as it's getting. But like for those other two, y'all grown, y'all got kids. Angela got grandkids. We now see why Lee is the only woman that still talks to her from her season. Everybody else done went and cut her off because she crazy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, can we all just point and laugh at Drew?
Yes.
Because guess what? We didn't even touch on the power that Drew got. hey, we've been waiting 6 weeks, and everyone thought you were getting the coin of destiny, and everyone thought you had a prophecy just to get a never not pass.
You know what's funny that that I'm not even in the game of Big Brother, and me and Drew have the same power. Like I have the power to never be have not. I started and what's funny is like I'm all the way in Texas. Like I need to unzip a zipper on an Icon's pair of pants to survive. So like it's crazy. Congratulations on your power.
You never have not.
But I guarantee you, had Taylor somehow won HOH, magically he would have got whatever number the coin is. Because can we go to circle back to Teresa, can I borrow your conspiracy hat?
Please.
Because I'm not sure if y'all was able to talk about it on Thursday. But first off, what are the odds that the Blockbuster competition is the one competition that Angela got the exact strategy for?
We talked about it. Yep.
Good. Now, since then, how convenient was it that Dee have been asking for a balancing beam contest?
Because she's really
been asking for beams. And I don't know if she done found the magic genie lamp in the house somewhere. But look at, lo and behold, the week that they could potentially be the most vulnerable, look at his balancing beams. Where this come from?
Hey, I don't care because
crowd is on your side.
I know D1. D did not perform well. D did not have an optimal path, which upset me so much. So she wanted that comp, and she didn't even do good at it. But I guess she did the best of the crew that decided to actually try and not throw it. Yash would have got 34 seconds.
Ciao.
Yash would have smoked him. I'm pretty sure he would have.
Yash might have ate that. Yeah, he probably would have ate that. Lord
But
Jesus. It looks like Fap is unfolding.
And I love it. Because I saw one.
It's what they deserve.
For the American people.
I saw one tweet that said Mallory went to Bear and said, like, you told me I could trust D. I said, that's what you get.
Oh man. Yeah.
And what's funny is they just gonna sit there and they just gonna take it. So like, do y'all have to go home to realize the game that y'all are playing? Like, yeah, you about to be at the house, girl. I don't know.
But I think it might be time for us to watch FAP unfold. If y'all did, is there anything else we didn't touch on, y'all?
You got any more lashes you haven't given out yet?
Fuck no. I'm about
to say, Yash my goat still. Shout out to Yash. Yash holding it down. I don't care that you signed that 360 deal. You had to respect, keep being my goat, and keep having the great DRs.
You know, Eli, I'm not even gonna hold you. At first, when you kept calling Yash a goat, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But even high key, I honestly feel like Yash is has the own if I had to bet on any newbie taking down the vets. Right now, I'm thinking it's Yash.
He's number one.
Hey, what number is Barrett at?
17.
I don't even know how Barrett even got on the show.
Okay.
Uncle Daddy, do he know?
I will say, is there ever going to be a point where Angela takes a shot at Devins or the reverse? Are the icons going to eat themselves before a newbie takes a shot?
I think so.
No, I think the vets only turn on each other if they know for sure, like especially after Blockbuster. If like they get someone outside that would definitely put them up wins power after Blockbuster is over, then we will see them eat each other alive potentially.
Because the way we've been talking about these icons, we've been talking about them like they're siblings related and they're all together, and there's nothing that's going to break them. They really don't have to be that tied together. We're halfway through the season. I think there might be a point where we see an icon turn on an icon.
D gonna be the first one
to go.
I can tell you that. I think D. Well, you know what? This is how I think it's gonna end up. Whenever D leaves, I think it's gonna be Devins in the background doing some things. Like, I think he's gonna throw some salt on her name and then try to come out as like the hero, like, oh, I'm not gonna let you go out on a unanimous vote, and he'll be the one vote, when I think he's gonna be behind the scenes pushing for that vote. That's my guess.
Well, all we know is not happening this week. So yeah, best of luck. Mallory is on that block. Best luck, Mallory, Taylor, and Drew. But one of y'all gone. But
yep.
Hopefully it's not Taylor.
Yep. Taylor for Blockbuster.
Let the people know where they can find this at.
Hey guys, you can go on over to YouTube and you can follow us at Who All Gonna Be Their podcast. Turn on your notification bells. You'll get updated on when we have new episodes and when we're going live, because we be on Color People Time sometimes, and not everybody can say Color People Time. And also follow us on Twitter. At Who All Gonna. Oh wait, let me not say that out. AWAGBT_ podcast, where we tweet our most unhinged thoughts. I have no filter over there, just a heads up. And also follow us on Instagram at AAYE Who All There. Okay. And once again, thank you guys. Thank you, chat. We love you guys. Having conversations with y'all keeps us interested, because there are so many times where I just want to turn the show off. I'm like, I don't even want to watch it anymore. But we really do enjoy talking to y'all. Y'all are really like family to us, and we love y'all.
I might act like I hate y'all sometimes. Y'all make this fun. Y'all keep me coming back. So thank you for those that are here, for those that listen after, and those that don't leave comments. Thank everyone that shows up, because seriously, we appreciate y'all so much.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
See you next time.